What we need today is people of vision, but a people with God's vision, doing it God's way. What we need today is young people with a vision for great things for God. Nehemiah had a vision of what God wanted him to do, and he pursued that vision. And through all the hurt and the pain and the derision of the world and fighting all the battles and the opposition, he kept that vision and did what God called him to do and did it in the way God wanted it done. And we need some young people today who will catch a vision like that, a vision greater than what they can do, a vision greater than what has been done before, and allow God to work in their lives to accomplish it. Nehemiah didn't step back when he was opposed by the Sanballats and Tobiahs of his day. He stepped up. He didn't compromise the vision of that God gave him. He pursued that vision. He didn't listen to the naysayers. He trusted God. He didn't give up and quit. He pursued and won a victory for God. His vision was not one of compromise, but one of conviction. He didn't get mired in the politics of what to do or who to please to continue the work. He stood on the firm rock of his belief of what God called him to do, and then he did it. Well, we need some young people today with that kind of backbone. We need some people in our churches today with that kind of backbone to pray and ask for a vision from God that He would have them to do in a local church, and then do it with all of their might. And don't allow anyone to stop them. He recognized opposition to the vision of God and that opposition to God's directive in his life. God wants people with vision in our churches today. People with vision are the ones who glorify Him. Those people who reach beyond themselves to glorify God. People with a godly vision stand out as leaders because they're few and far between. They are the ones that pursue the vision that God has given them, and then when it is realized, God gets all the glory. We can become people of vision. We can become the people that God uses for His glory in these days to make a difference for the Lord's sake. Listen, as we build a ministry for God's glory here at Calvary Baptist Church, there are going to be obstacles. There have been. There will be times when it seems that we will be taking 3 steps forward and 2 steps back. There have been. There will be times when those with vision get so tired that they want to give up and quit. And there have been. Then Jimmy always reminds us of Galatians chapter 6, verse 9, where it says, "And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap, if we faint not." If we don't quit. If we don't quit. You just keep on serving God. No matter what the obstacles, no matter what the things that are trying to hold you back, just remembering, if God has you for a purpose, and you know what that purpose is, you have the strength to do it, and you have the strength to overcome all of the opposition, if you just won't quit. If you just won't quit. But as long as we keep our eyes on the Lord and are always going forward, even if it seems slow and ploddingly sometimes, we at Calvary are going to continue moving forward as the Lord leads and supplies the strength to do so. I look forward to the future, but I look forward mostly to what God is going to do in the young people and people in our church today, what He's going to do through them in the future. We must have that, and we need to be praying constantly that God works in our young people to make them people with a great vision for God. Not just a vision, a great vision. Something that is worthy of God. Something that whenever it's accomplished, men will stand back and say, it had to be God. Because those people couldn't do it. It had to be God. And that's what glorifies Him.